They told you all you had to do was think about it. Visualize it. Write it 3 times, 6 times, 9 times. And like some cosmic vending machine, the universe would spit out your dream life wrapped in stardust. But here's the truth they don't post about. You've been lied to, not because manifestation isn't real, but because what you were taught was a watered-down spell designed to keep you in the waiting room. You weren't taught to manifest. You were taught to beg, to hope, to whisper to a sky that isn't even listening, and then blame yourself when nothing changes. Let that land, because everything you've been told about manifestation is a distraction. This isn't what they taught you. It's what they hid. What if it was never about vision boards and mantras on mirrors? What if the real secret isn't about what you want, but about who you're afraid to become in order to have it? What if every time you manifested something, you were really summoning the version of you bold enough to demand it, to hold it, to embody it? Pause. Ask yourself, how many times have you written the same goal in a notebook, but nothing happened? How many times did you speak affirmations until your voice cracked, but your life stayed the same? How many hours have you spent meditating, scripting, visioning, only to wake up in the same room, same story, same silent ache? What if it wasn't because you weren't aligned enough, but because you were taught to chase shadows instead of source? What if the reason you're still stuck is because manifestation was never meant to be a wish, it was meant to be a war cry? Who told you to be passive with your power? Who made you believe you had to wait for permission from the universe, when the universe is just a mirror of your nervous system? What they never told you is that manifestation isn't magic. It's physics. It's emotional mechanics. It's the frequency of your nervous system meeting the velocity of your choice. And if your body is still anchored in survival, your mind can't pull you into overflow. Let that hit, because the system never wanted you to know that. They want you tired. They want you confused. They want you addicted to waiting, to watching, to hoping. They want you spinning in endless spiritual content, instead of unplugging from the loop and stepping into the truth that you are not here to beg. You are here to command. You are not a child hoping for crumbs. You are a force. But they buried that knowing deep. From the moment you could speak, they told you to ask nicely, to wait your turn, to not make noise, to be good, to be patient, and they wrapped those chains in glitter and called it virtue. They told you you were manifesting, but they never taught you how to take your power back from the lies wrapped in love. So you bought into the illusion. You wore the crystals. You said the mantras. You made yourself smaller, more polite, more positive. But positivity without power is just suppression with sparkles. And that's not manifestation. That's manipulation. They never wanted you sovereign, because a sovereign being is dangerous. Because once you remember who you are, you stop asking, you start creating. And they can't sell you what you already know how to birth. You see, the game was never to get you what you want. The game was to distract you long enough to forget you already had it, to make you chase what you are, to worship the mirror instead of the flame. And so they filled your feed with gurus and formulas and 7-step rituals, but no one taught you to sit in the silence, to breathe into your rage, to scream, to sob, to shatter, to shake your body and release the trauma coded into your bones. No one told you that unblocking your abundance means grieving who you had to become to survive. That manifestation isn't about control. It's about surrendering the survival self so your true self can rise. Pause. This is not for everyone, but if this speaks to you, you already know you've been manifesting on top of broken foundations. You've been asking for love while your body is still bracing for abandonment. You've been scripting joy while your nervous system is screaming in threat. You've been calling in wealth while your subconscious still believes you'll lose it. And here's the catch. Manifestation doesn't care what you say out loud. It listens to your vibration in silence. You can't fake frequency. You can't script your way past somatic truth. You can't think positive past the parts of you still trapped in loops. Because the law of attraction doesn't obey thoughts. It obeys identity. And identity is stored in your cells, not your notebooks. The problem isn't out there. It's the way your system has adapted to survive. Your body has made comfort out of disappointment. Your mind has made habit out of shrinking. Your soul has made peace with betrayal just to feel safe. And every time you speak your dreams, a part of you whispers, "We don't get that." You have 1,000 affirmations layered on top of one core belief: I am not allowed to be free. And until you dissolve that, nothing shifts. You're not stuck, you're scared. Because true manifestation means true power. And true power means no one to blame, no one to rescue you, no one to wait for. Just you, face to face with the infinite. Let that land. You've been manifesting from scarcity, not sovereignty. From effort, not essence. From fear, not faith. And so the universe delivers not what you want, but what you are calibrated for. You say you want love, but your system is calibrated to loss. You say you want abundance, but your identity is still bound to lack. You say you want freedom, but you are addicted to cages that feel familiar. You think you're broken, but you're just conditioned. Your energy is not wrong. It's rehearsed. And manifestation isn't about getting more. It's about remembering who you were before the forgetting. Before they told you to behave. Before they told you to shrink. Before they told you your magic was too much. You are not here to earn your desires. You are here to embody your divinity. Don't scroll yet. Feel that. Feel the rebellion waking in your blood. Feel the holy rage burning in your belly. Feel the memory waking in your bones. Because manifestation is not a journal prompt. It is a resurrection. And now you remember. And now you remember. But it hurts, doesn't it? Because now you see how long you've been asleep. How long you've performed peace while drowning in silence. How many days you smiled in public and shattered in private. How many times you betrayed your body just to belong. Pause. Let that ache speak. Don't push it away this time. You've been taught to manifest joy, but never to grieve the versions of you that had to die to survive. You've been told to call in new energy, but not how to bury the ghost of who you were forced to become. You were not lazy. You were surviving. You were not negative. You were alert. You were not broken. You were brilliant. Adapting, adjusting, making yourself digestible. But now the mask is peeling, and it burns. The light feels sharp. The truth feels violent. Because you are meeting yourself without anesthesia for the first time. Your nervous system is trembling. Your inner child is screaming. Your shadow is rising from the basement, eyes wild, asking, "Will you finally see me now?" And your soul, oh, your soul is weeping, because it remembers. It remembers what it's like to move without armor, to breathe without bracing, to love without calculating. But you forgot. You forgot, because forgetting was safer than being punished for your power. You forgot, because every time you were radiant, someone tried to dim you. You forgot because every time you were soft, someone made you suffer. You forgot, because being alive, in your full essence, felt dangerous in a world that profits off your fear. Pause. That's not your fault, but now it's your responsibility. Because you can't manifest a new world if you're still protecting the lies of the old one. You can't pull an expansion if you're still living like your worth is negotiable. You are not here to be palatable. You are here to be powerful. And power begins with grief. Grieve the old story. Grieve the roles you had to play. Grieve the years spent chasing dreams you were too numb to even feel. Grieve the guru you followed, who sold you certainty while you stayed disconnected. Grieve the notebook filled with affirmations that never touched your soul. Grieve the version of you who thought you had to be perfect to be loved. That's where it starts. Not with a script, not with a vision board. With grief, with sacred unraveling, and you will feel like you're falling apart. Because you are. But only the parts that were never truly you. Only the survival codes. Only the inherited fear. Only the noise. You were never meant to manifest from noise. You were meant to manifest from stillness. From essence. From the quiet roar. beneath your skin that says, I remember who I am. And that memory is your rebirth. If this speaks to you, take the next step below. Don't do it for me. Do it for the version of you waiting in the future, the one who already knows how this ends. Now breathe. Come back to your body. Drop in. Because this time, you don't manifest by asking. You manifest by becoming. This time, you don't abandon yourself. You retrieve yourself. You return to the breath, to the truth, to the unfuckwithable core that was never lost, just buried. You reclaim your rhythm. Not the rhythm of productivity, not the rhythm of validation, but the rhythm of your own internal pulse. The rhythm that says, you are already the portal. Power doesn't look like force. It looks like clarity. Say it again. Power doesn't look like force. It looks like clarity. Clarity is when you stop asking permission. Clarity is when you say no without guilt. Clarity is when you say yes without shame. Clarity is when you stop chasing energy and start protecting yours like a sacred flame. That is manifestation. Not begging the sky, but clearing your vessel so that what wants you can finally reach you. So that the frequency of your future self, the one who laughs louder, loves deeper, moves freer, and never second guesses her, yes, can anchor in this body right now. Because you are not manifesting things. You are manifesting embodiment. This isn't about the mansion. It's about becoming the version of you that could hold one without collapse. This isn't about the soulmate. It's about remembering how to let love in without betrayal. This isn't about the money. It's about feeling safe enough to keep it, to invest it, to receive it without guilt or performance. Let it land. Your desires are divine, but they require a vessel that is aligned, not just in words, but in wiring. And that is the real secret. You want to know the secret to manifesting your next level? It's not more hustle. It's not more rituals. It's not perfect timing. It's less friction, less pretending, less performing, less abandoning yourself to gain what doesn't even see your soul. Manifestation becomes natural when you stop resisting what already wants you. Pause. Read that again. What already wants you, not what you chase, not what you beg for, what your soul has already claimed in silence. But you must align your nervous system to hold it. You must cleanse the agreements made in trauma. You must dissolve the false identities written by fear, because the future isn't something you find. It's something you remember into being. The version of you who already lives the life you're praying for. She's not out there. She's buried beneath the rubble of who you were told to be. So now, it's time to dig. Not outside. Inside. This is resurrection work. And resurrection starts with choice. So choose. Choose to meet yourself at the threshold. Choose to stop editing your essence. Choose to burn the old blueprints. Choose to take your hands off the steering wheel of safety and surrender to your true self's command. You don't need more energy. You need less resistance. You need less pretending that you're not ready. When every cell in your body is screaming, I was born for this. That is clarity. That is power. That is the doorway. And when you walk through that door, everything rearranges. The people who couldn't see you fade. The patterns that haunted you dissolve. The loops that trapped you break. And in their place, you begin to live fully, boldly, present, unapologetically radiant. No more shrinking. No more hiding behind, I'm working on it. No more sabotaging, because safety feels like suffering you've memorized. You are not a beginner anymore. You are becoming. This is what they didn't teach you. You are the initiator. You are the portal. You are the signal. And when you shift, reality bends to meet you, because that's how it works. The quantum doesn't respond to effort. It responds to embodiment. And when you embody truth, truth becomes gravity. So you don't chase anymore. You magnetize. You don't ask anymore. You anchor. You don't hustle. You harmonize. That's the real manifestation. It's not loud. It's not disparate. It's not aesthetic. It's embodied. It's electric. It's clean. It's inevitable. And it doesn't ask you to become something new, only to remember what's been waiting inside you this whole time. So now, It's time to return. Return to your voice. Return to your body. Return to the timeline where you trust your own timing. You are not late. You are not lost. You are right on time to take your throne, because your destiny is not fragile. It's waiting for you to stop doubting. Stop delaying. Stop giving your authority to fear, algorithms, or old gods made of guilt. You are not here to be saved. You are here to be sovereign. This is the moment you shift it all. You don't need more proof. You need more presence. And in presence, you remember that the only portal you ever needed to unlock was the one inside your chest, the one that whispers when everything is quiet. You already know. So now, stand, not physically, energetically. Claim the space inside you that can no longer stay silent. This is your frequency now. Unshakable, undeniable, unbothered by illusion. No longer manifesting for validation. No longer manifesting to prove something. No longer manifesting to survive. Now you manifest because you are whole, because you are clear, because you are ready to hold what you've already become. You are the reality. You are the signal. You are the secret. And when you walk in that knowing, doors bow, time bends, miracle rush, and nothing is the same again. If this hit you deep, drop a comment and let the world know you're back. Like, share, speak. This is the moment you shift it all. Not tomorrow, not later. Now.